All right. We are here with actress, model, and barber Raylina Ramirez.
Hi.
How you doing?
Great. I'm doing really good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for being here.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for rolling up so you can share your story.
Of course. Yes.
So let's start from the beginning. Raylina, where are you originally from?
I am from LA, Los Angeles, California, born and raised the Norwalk area for about 17 to 18 years of my life. Yeah.
And what was it like for you growing up? Where'd you say?
LA.
Norwalk.
Norwalk, LA area.
So what was it like growing up in Norwalk when you were growing up?
It was amazing. It was amazing. My grandparents raised me with my siblings. We lived across the street from a park in Norwalk, and I was there all the time. I would be in the talent shows. They had talent shows all the time, so I would try to sing, something I'm not good at right now. I love to dance, but I was in the talent shows in the Norwalk Park, Hermosillo Park, and me and my siblings would just ride our bikes, childhood stuff.
That's cool. So, what was your relationship like with your parents?
That's a touchy topic. That's a sensitive topic, but I know that I do have parents. It's a little touchy. I know I do have parents. I come from separate families, broken family, but my grandparents raised me. My grandmother always worked. I call her Nana. So it's not grandma, it's Nana. I know she's going to correct me on this. So my Nana and my grandpa raised me, and they always worked. Me and my siblings are always together. I had, connection with my parents, but yeah.
So with that said, what was your upbringing like?
Survival mode. My grandparents worked very hard, provided, supported, but it was survival mode most of my life. Teaching myself as well when my grandparents were at work. My aunt Marlene also raised us too with my uncle. It was very challenging, but I don't regret anything because I love life. And just being raised by my grandparents and showing us the ways, of support, of love, happiness, that everything's always going to be okay. It's paid off. I'm thankful. I'm grateful.
So you lived there for, you said about 17 years.
17 in general.
Okay.
There was a time where I did move out of state with my actual mom, and then I ended up coming back to my grandparents. Yeah.
So you moved out of state?
Yes.
Where?
Yes, we moved to Colorado in 2006, and that was with my mother.
It's your biological mother?
Biological mother, yes.
Okay, so you had a relationship with your mom.
Yes.
You went out there.
Mm-hmm.
So why did you come back?
So I came back because what I needed was family. I needed love. The love from my family out here, that's what I was missing. It was a lot of support that I needed, a lot of guidance. So I was put on a plane back home to family for a better life, for a happy path, happy, healthy path.
Everybody wants that healthy path.
Of course.
You said you were put on a plane, or did you come on a plane?
I did come on a plane.
But was it your choice, or?
No, it was not.
It was not your choice?
No.
Okay.
No, but and that was the first time I was ever on a plane. I was 15 years old. 15 years old, came out of school, got pulled out of school, and then I was told, you are going back home.
Okay. So, with that said, what's your relationship now with your mother?
I wish her well. I wish her love. I give her my love from far, from a distance. I I will respect her 100%. But I don't speak with her, no.
Okay. It's a touchy subject. It's a deep-rooted, obviously.
Yes.
So we're not going to get too deep into that. Your father, is he still part of your life?
He has not been. He's not. I've communicated with him this year and a few years back. But I'm very grateful to have had the opportunities to sit and speak with him, to create a connection of an understanding of, how my life was and why it was as such a young, girl and growing up. Because every woman or every girl would want or need their father's love, their comfort, their guidance, their protection. But I did get answers, and I'm very, very, very thankful.
Where did you find the strength to get through all that while you were growing up? 'Cause it's hard.
Yeah.
You don't have your parents in your life. You said it.
Yes.
Every child looks for that love and that understanding from their biological parents. So when you don't have that, where do you find the strength to go on?
Well, growing up, I've always had that mentality of it's going to be okay, no matter what, no matter how, no matter what. It's always going to be okay. Fall down 7, stand up 8. Keep going and keep going and keep going. I believe the comfort that I didn't receive, the love, the happiness, the support, genuinely, I believe it just pushed me. I was just pushed and pulled, physically, mentally, emotionally, and I just told myself, it's okay, it's okay. Once I was, shown and, pushed to the side, I just kept going. When I was, sent back here to California with my family, my Nana, she always had an open door, open arms, just reassuring us that it's going to be okay. And she had no clue. She never questioned. She never questioned. She never rejected us. So once I came back, she's seen the struggle and couldn't believe it, but she knew that I never gave up. She knew, she felt, she's seen that I would never give up. So the strength that I did, gain over all those years and throughout my childhood, it just made me stronger. I don't know, I still really don't have that answer, but I never give up. Never turned down the wrong path, never made the wrong choices, the wrong decisions. I learned every day, and I just taught myself. I always had that mindset, stay focused, stay determined, and look forward to everything you want to do and what you want to be.
And was she aware of you coming back, or was it a surprise to her?
Who is aware?
Your Nana.
No. I just spoke about this with her a few weeks ago. We had breakfast because, I've always been on my own. But I had breakfast with her, and I had to ask her, so did you know I was ever going to come when I came that night? And she said, no. I worked by the airport, and I just got home. I drove in the driveway, and your aunt comes out and says, we have to go get Raylina at the airport. She's coming here to live here. And my grandma was like, what? So there they go, off to the airport just to pick me up.
It was a total shock to them.
Yes, because I was a minor. I didn't know the airport. I didn't know the planes. I didn't know what to do, where to go, who to look for. And they picked me up. They picked me up from the airport. They brought me back home.
All respect to your Nana, because obviously she did a great job of raising you.
Yes.
So all respect there. Mm-hmm. You're a mother now?
I am a mother. Yes, I am a mom. 2 boys, 2 beautiful boys.
So a mother of 2.
Yes.
What is your mindset now that you have children?
My mindset is still to never give up. My mindset is always look forward, keep going, keep going. I have so much more strength than before. There's purpose. There is love. I constantly communicate with them. Basically what I didn't have in my childhood growing up, I do everything now, and I enjoy it. I love it. It's amazing. They, I get told a lot that, you know, my boys have a lot of respect because of the way that I, you know, the boundaries, the behavior, the reassurance, the limits, the love, the unconditional love, natural love that I have. And it's crazy because what I didn't receive before is what I still have always been, always done, and I still do that, no matter what the situation is.
What are your thoughts to being the best mother you can be for your boys due to your past?
My thoughts are, when you create a responsibility, when you become a parent, a whole different shining light comes over you. It overcomes you, but it sticks with you as a parent. So the unconditional love will never go away. It teaches you, it shows you, it guides you. And as long as with your children, you both grow together. You grow through what you get through what you go through, vice versa. And as a mom, it's very empowering to just be in control of learning your child every day, and you're learning yourself of how things work day by day. Yeah.
In this day and age, being a mother or a parent in general is it's kind of crazy because the world we're living in, so many things are going on today.
Yeah.
That as a parent, you have to be strongly aware of what's going on, especially nowadays.
Yes.
Right? With Halloween approaching and this fentanyl scare,
Oh, yeah.
okay?
Yes.
Especially the rainbow fentanyl that they're mixing with candies now, the
Yeah.
Nerds, the Skittles. And, you know, as a parent, you have to be aware of this because all
yeah.
it takes is one laced Skittle and you lose your child.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I feel it's scary. It's very, very scary. It's very dangerous because also these children, they go to school. So it's like, what are they provided? What do they get, or what do they bring? And it's like, you know, they're still young, and my boys are young, but they think otherwise. So it's just a chance every single day. And I always make sure before they get off the car, you know, what they need to look out for, their rights, their wrongs, what they're going to learn, what they need to be observant of, because anything can happen, you know, especially, with the world that, you know, what's going on in the world. Besides this fentanyl, this candy, you know, there's a lot of dangerous things that are going on with the school, you know, shootings or anything at all. It's, as a parent, you worry, you wonder with the COVID going on, same thing. So it's always something, but you just always have to be consistent of what you need to do, how you need to do things, when you need to do things. And they're little, but communication is strong. If you're not there at that moment, you know, I always tell my boys, I'm not going to be there 24/7 as I want to be, but when I'm not there, you know what to do, because we're going to agree and we're going to reassure. We're going to make sure that we know, you know, what we can do, what we cannot do, the boundaries and the limits. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think being a parent, communication is like the number one thing.
Yes. Yeah.
Communicating with your children.
Yes.
Letting them know the dangers that are out there.
Yes. I love that the most. That I have that a lot with my boys.
Yes.
And I know that they can come to me. I know that they speak for themselves. They have their voice because, you know, like I said, I'm a single mom, and, you know, I'm the provider. I'm the one who, you know, I'm the woman of the tribe. So if I'm not doing what I have to do, how are they going to get through what the next step is? And so communication in my household is very, very strong. Yeah.
And what happened to the tribe leader?
The tribe leader is living life and, you know, on their own. And we just wish them well. We pray every day, and that's it. And we still remain strong as three.
And now you've become the tribe leader in your household.
Yes. Yes. With and without. I always make sure that we are balanced, somewhat out of balance. as a family, as a couple, as an individual who takes the lead of everything. I just make sure everything is lined up in a good path or smooth or, well respected.
It takes a strong woman to
Yes.
go through all that, to endure all that, right?
Yes.
Your parents weren't around. Now your ex man, he's no longer around. You still have to deal with life now.
Yes.
You got your children you got to look out for. You got yourself, your personal self to look after, to take care of.
Yes.
So it's a lot on your plate.
A lot. But you have to look at it as a beautiful challenge, as a beautiful blessing every single day with it. Without someone, whether you think you can do it or not, you're still going to get through it. You're still going to do what you have to do. Yeah.
Do you ever have any lonely nights or lonely times in your life? I know we all do.
I sleep alone, but no, I don't, because
You stay strong.
I stay strong and I know that my children are in their room, comfortable, or they're with me. So I may have lonely thoughts of like, oh, I'm alone, but I'm well comfortable in our home because that's the roof that I provide over our head. That's the comfort where I know that they can sleep safely at night, knowing that I'm okay too with them. So if they're not in the room, they're with me. Yeah.
So what do you do for a living?
So I model and I act. I am also a barber. My background is in the medical field, administrative. I've been doing the medical field administration for, I believe over 5-6 years. Yeah, then I got into barbering for my boys because it's just beneficial and I just want to make sure they always look good. And then started acting, modeling. I started modeling and then I decided, you know what, I'm going to get into acting because I know that it's fun. I know that I can do it. And this was just a few years ago when I started modeling. Then it just picked up consistently this year, surprisingly, and I love it. I love it. I love to model and act.
So you're a woman of many hats.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And, like I said, it takes somebody strong to even, do one of those things. You're doing multiple things. If you had to pick one, what would it be?
Out of all of them?
Yeah.
It would be acting. Acting, yes.
So you really like acting?
I do. We actually just finished one last night. That one's going to be interesting.
What's the attraction there?
For that one, so, I mean, I know it's every day or, what's going on in the world is a lot of them couples who, the fighting, the arguing, the hurting, the pain, the triggering, the just that don't take, in consideration of things. So it could also be, it could be a form of empowerment for women. It can be for men as well, vice versa. But for this one, it's, a little sensitive and sentimental. So it is about hurt and pain and someone just looking to correct love and just to search. There's no finding in that. And so I don't want to say too much.
Yeah, right now, absolutely.
But I throw my ring in the ocean.
Damn, Titanic.
I throw my ring in the ocean and, then again I walk away. And like I said in the beginning of what we're talking about, you get back up, you gain that strength, and you keep going, keep moving forward.
So as an actress, you have to, actor or actress, actor, right?
Yes.
You have to find that inner soul, right? Whatever character you're portraying, right? You got to play that character to the T.
Yes.
You got to embody that character.
You got to feel the emotion. You got to physically, movements, and I got all the hairs, so I have
Right.
I have to, but yeah, you have to feel it. You have to get in the moment. And in the beginning, I'm like, how do I do this? But then I'm like, you know what? I got this. And for one of the videos that's a little similar to this one that I just filmed last night, it was Lastimarme by Alto Supremo. And that one's a sentimental one. And I did post it on my Instagram. But that one, I have boyfriend and I have Sancho. So that one I was breaking hearts. And that one I had to argue. And, you know, the fun fact of it is I was going through something that day. So I'm like, you know what? I got this.
You fed off that. You're right.
Yeah, I did. I did. I told my manager, Pam, so I'm like, you know what? I'm going through something anyways. Let's do this. And I didn't know the artist. So I'm like, you know what? Let's do this. Like, I'm going to make you come out of your shell. I'm going to get mad. I'm going to argue with you. I'm going to get your phone and you're going to, you know, you're going to see how I'm going to do this. And then when he was done, I saw myself. I'm like, oh, I got this. I got this a lot. So I love playing different, you know, videos or acting.
So you find that emotion
Yeah.
from past experiences,
Yeah.
stuff that's happened in your life.
Mm-hmm.
You bring that out, and that's what acting's about.
I think it's easier now because I'm not going through it, because when I was going through it, I had that mindset of don't give up, don't cry. What's crying going to do? What is it going to do for you? You still have to move forward every day. You still got to get up. Who's going to sit here and stay with you where you're crying? You know, I basically did it on my own. But now that I'm doing it with emotion, it's like, wow, like it's temporary. And that's how it was before. But now it's more of for the video. And I love it because it's not going to stick with me. The emotion's not going to stay. It's just releasing as I'm doing it, releasing about what I've been through, what I go through, what anybody tries to put me in. And it's like, you're just going to see me act, and that's what it's going to be.
And that's so different from the medical field, right? It's like,
oh, yeah, way
night and day.
different. But I would still do that too.
Right.
Yeah, I would still do that. I would do that and I would act. I try to balance out every job that works around my boy's schedule.
Right. And I was going to say that. Where do you find the balance between your personal life and everything going on?
I mean, so my boys go to school during the day. And recently, a few months ago, I just quit one of my jobs. So at night, I was working graveyard. I was working at a medical lab. So that was graveyard from like 10 to 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. And then when I would get home, I would prepare breakfast for them, get their clothes ready, or just check on them, and then, you know, refresh myself, and then get them up, and then make them breakfast, or, you know, whatever I have to do, and then get them to school. Then I would go to my other job. So when they would be at school, I picked up a part-time job, and I helped manage the office. And then I would, you know, before they would get out, like 30 minutes or so, go get them from school, and then we'd continue our day till I had to go to work again. Yeah. In between, I would do haircuts, you know, from home, or travel cuts, and so that's what I balance out, just to make sure I'm with them, you know, majority of the time or all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're really busy. You're busy.
I love to stay busy. I love it. I love to stay busy. I don't like sitting down. I don't like, you know, I don't like being lazy. I like to accomplish something every single day. If I'm not accomplishing something, finishing something, situating something, it's just, what's the point? So my boys always see me, okay, Mom, you got this done? We're going to do this. We're going to do this, this, and this, and then we're going to have our fun. Because that's what makes me feel good, knowing since I'm the only one in the provider, we're going to get somewhere. I always make sure we're going to get somewhere. One step closer is every time, every day I tell them, one step closer, one step closer. And it feels good.
And time is such a precious commodity, right?
Yeah.
So you gotta make do with the time we have. We have 24 hours in a day.
There's not enough hours in the day.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
you gotta use that time wisely.
Yes.
And you know, make it count.
All the time.
Because every day we're getting older.
Yeah.
So we gotta make it count. Every second of the day we gotta make it count.
Every day I make sure I make it count.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah.
So you're really big on women empowerment.
Yes.
Talk to me about that.
Yes, I am. Women empowerment. I mean, there's just so much to it. The main thing with women is, you know, it's not that they think or they don't think. I do get a lot from, you know, my friends or, you know, social media of, I don't know how you do it as a single mom. I don't know how you do it. Oh my God, you do this too. You do this too. And it's like, of course. But and a lot of women say, I don't know how you do it. I can't do what you do. Yes, you can, love. You can do anything you want. You can be anything you want to be. Oh, I'm not a guy. I'm not this. I can't. Yes, you can. I stop them. Yes, you can. Women are strong. Women are the women of the tribe. They're the leader. We are known or looked at as in we have to carry all the emotions, all the weight, or have to hear everything when we're trying to collect ourselves. When we're trying to collect ourselves, we have millions of strings that we have to pull, we have to hold. It's like a set of balloons at Disneyland. You know, you're with your children, but there's just so many balloons that you got to hold on to in your household, in your marriage. And, you know, I'm not married, so I don't know everybody's situation is different. But the way that I see it is women empowerment is powerful. It's amazing to empower each other, to support each other, how to get through things, how to go through things. And that's something personally with me, like, you know, any friend that I have or any woman, girl that's going through a situation, I will never allow them to feel, you know, pain extremely or feel like they're just so low to the ground, because no matter what, like I said, it's always going to be okay. Everyone's emotions or triggers are different, but just to know and support someone, whether it's from a distance, from afar, from close, it makes a change. It's a connection. It changes the energy. It changes the strength. So it's always a temporary thing. That's one thing with women. You know, it's very strong for women empowerment.
As a woman, how do you deal with disrespect from a man?
It just depends. What are you asking?
Well,
how are you asking it?
If a man were to disrespect you in a derogatory fashion.
Physically or verbally?
Verbally.
Everyone's different. Words don't hurt me. Words don't hurt me because, again, you stand on your own. You know, you have a voice. But me personally, if you're asking me personally, if someone does disrespect me verbally with his words, I think because I've been through so much, I don't let it affect me. I would let him argue with himself. Argue with yourself. Let me know when you're done. I think that's what hurts. I mean, words hurt, yes, but it just depends on the person, the individual, the woman. I don't like to argue, so it's very hard to answer that. I have been disrespected, but at the end of the day, that's how you're gonna sleep at night. Cuddle up real tight because I move forward. Yeah.
When a man does a woman wrong, some women are hurt by that. They don't know how to deal with it, and sometimes it gets extreme where they hurt themselves or even commit suicide.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
It's very sad. It's very sad because, you know, some people, you know, men or women, they sometimes can't control emotions. They can't control their reactions, their responses. But for women like that, and that's where I mean, as in, when I see that, when I hear that, when, you know, it's brought to my attention if someone's going through something, if they allow me the permission to be there and to support, that's something that I try to break so it wouldn't get to that point. And I try to avoid those situations because, you know, they say love makes you do crazy things. Love makes you, you know, love's pain and whatever they want to say about love. It just depends on the individual. But anything that is not healthy, anything that is not beneficial, if that's the right way to say it, or if it's not balanced, if it's not on the same page or chapter, you know, it's not healthy. Why stay? Why stay? And we've all been through this situation, I'm pretty sure. But it's a learning lesson. It's a path to grow from. Whether you're in, you're out, you're all in 1,000%. That's just what it is. It's hard because I can't answer for everybody in the world, but it's very true, you know. I have experienced it before where women, you know, have felt that pain, felt that they want to physically do something. They blame their self, and that's where the weight is on their shoulders, on their heart, on their head, and it's just all about self-control. You know, you gain from it. The thing that I think of, what makes you happy, what comforts you, to reassure yourself. Reassure yourself with, what's my purpose? Why am I here? And if they can't find those answers or have those answers, there's something that has to fill in that emotion through your mind, your body, your energy, your demeanor. And everybody has, you know, their ways of comfort, or where to go to, what to go to. Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? A lot of people, women and men,
Yeah.
a lot of them are attracted to that toxic relationship. They can't get enough of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Have you ever been in a relationship like that, or know anybody who's ever been in a relationship like that? And how do you feel about that?
I have. You know, no one's perfect, but I have. And again, self-control. You know, I know it's off topic, but I'm raising boys, you know, and I'm doing the best that I can. But every day when we speak in the morning, I love you, how are you? You know, was that a bad decision or a good decision? Was that a wrong choice or a bad choice? You know, so I have been in that situation with a toxic relationship, but I don't feed into it. I don't allow it. I don't feed into it because I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter. If you want to fight, we're going to talk about something we disagree with, and then we're going to get tacos. You know, like it's a temporary thing. I have been in that situation verbally where, you know, I was, you know, disrespected. I have had friends, and that's why, you know, I believe, you know, friends of mine or friends or, you know, women who look up to me, or how did you get through this? I need your help. Can you support me on this? Or how can we go about this? I don't know what to do, and he has so much power, or he has this. No, he doesn't. That's how he's getting to you. So I hear a lot of toxic things, but it's just all about staying positive, you know, and staying quiet, I believe, is just let them handle the way they, but if you're not safe, then that's just another direction to go. You know, toxic relationships are just not healthy. And I'm out of that situation. So I stick straight to being positive, remaining positive, and just the healthy things, the things that make me smile, the things that makes me feel love. I'm all about love. I'm in love with love. I'm a wishful thinker, but if it's just not something that is positive in my life, I just distance myself. That's the best thing you can do, instead of reacting and then just feeding into it and just acting out of character, you know? And I hope that helps a lot of women, you know, or men, you know? It goes both ways. There's men that are sensitive, there's women that are sensitive. Everybody has their ways of reacting or responding. But that's where it falls in communication, instead of just acting toxic and unhealthy, you know? Be supportive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's just so funny that so many people they're attracted to that toxic stuff. It's
yeah.
Like, I don't know what's so attractive about it, but some people, that's the way they live. I guess that's the way that their parents, you know, you see, monkey do.
Yeah. And that's something I'm glad that I didn't carry that coming from a childhood,
Right.
that I had broke that chain, broke that cycle. I don't believe in that. I believe that it happens, but it's what you allow. You know, you want to open that door, close that door, but I keep that door locked. I try to keep that door locked as much as I can. And that's why I'm on my own. That's why I try to just stay strictly dedicated to what I really want and how I want things. You know, if there's someone along the line that comes my way, then you know what, perfect, you know. Of course, I balance everything out, but as of right now, it's just what you allow and what you don't allow in your life.
Well said. Now, without saying too much,
Yeah.
let's talk about your documentary.
Okay.
You got a documentary coming up?
I do have.
Let's talk about it.
A documentary. It's very touchy, very sensitive, but I'm excited. I'm really excited because my purpose is to show everyone, or those who are also in similar situations and in that life, that's trying to, it's a complicated subject. Yes, we are having a documentary, and that's going to come out in January.
So this documentary is about your life?
It is about my life.
From the beginning to the present?
Yes, yes. Of growth, of advancement, of the missing love, but so much more love that I have, that I've gained, the support mentally, physically, emotionally. And it may be touchy to others, you know. It's just the message and the purpose is to show others to use your voice. Use your voice, stay safe, stay healthy, be aware. Don't allow yourself to be disrespected, to make better choices, or to stick with making the best decisions of your life, and to gain and to keep that strength. But for my documentary, it is from the moment before I was born. Before I was born, no one knew I was going to be born.
So it goes that far.
It does go that far. Yeah. No one knew I was going to be born. Then when I was born, it went from there.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm still asking questions. But I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. I speak about it with my Nana every day. Or, you know, it's something I would never put my children through. Never put my children through. I would not allow them to do that as well. And, you know, I'm not the only one that did experience, but out of the siblings that I do have, you know, I made sure that I always went back for love from my own parents, and it was just very neglecting. I was neglected, but I'm not neglecting this documentary. So I'm not abandoning it and neglecting this documentary. I'm excited. I'm doing it with so much love, and I'm ready. A lot of people have asked me before, why don't you do a documentary? Why don't you do this? Why don't you tell your story? Why don't this? You're so beautiful. You're so powerful. You're so, like, you're always happy. You're always, and I'm just like, no, I'm okay. No, somebody's going through worse. Somebody has it worse than what I have. Somebody is also reaching for help. But then it just came to reality one day. I'm just like, you know what? I'm ready. Especially with, you know, my manager, Pamps. I started off modeling with Rockin' Chicano. Rockin' Chicano asked me to model for him. It's a clothing brand, and he has his own truck and his own little family. And they said, we want you to model. You're natural. We could see it happening. And then, so I started with that, and then he referred me to be in a music video. So I was in a music video, and it was amazing. Then I asked Pamps, my manager, you know, if there's any other work, I want to try it, I want to do it, you know. And then I picked up the first video, Lastimarme, after I did one of the videos for another artist, Jay Amador. And that song is catchy. It's by Jay Amador, Coqueta. It's very catchy, you have to hear it. So I was in that video, and I just seen how Pamps worked, and I asked him, you know, let me know if there's any other work. I want to be in videos and stuff like that. So just over time, you know, he's asked me, and it's just been consistent. Then finally I gained that strength to say, you know what, I want to do my documentary. So I asked Pamps at an event we were working. I went up to him and I'm like, Pamps, can you shoot my documentary? He looked at me and he's like, what? yeah, can you use my documentary? I want to do it. And a lot of people have been asking me, and I've always said no, and I'm ready. And he looked at me and he's like, okay. And then I remember we were having a conversation, myself and Pamps, and he thought that it would have been a documentary of like me dancing, or I hurt my leg. That's what he said, hurt my leg, broke my ankle or something, or I don't know. But when I told him, it's a very sensitive one and I need you to be strong, along with what I'm going to tell you and what I'm going to show you and what I'm going to allow you, to know about me. I need to trust you. I need to, and I feel that because, he's very professional. And I was just like, it's time. And he just said, okay. So I told him. It's what I've been through, what I've gone through. And he just looked at me like, you? I'm like, yes, me. Yes. And he's like, you say it like that? How do you say it like that? And it is a sensitive story to tell him, but.
Wow.
Yeah. So yes, we are working on it. We've been doing a few things, and I can't wait for it to come out. I am excited. And should be coming out in January on my birthday. I want it to be on my birthday.
And we're excited for you.
Yes.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah. So January 15th.
Okay.
Yes. I chose it to be on my birthday.
On your birthday.
Yes. Because
there's the teaser.
Yeah. Because I felt born again. Feel alive. Alive to tell my story. I feel, very confident. I feel the love, because missing that when I was younger, when I was born, I don't remember. Don't remember great memories. I don't remember with my grandparents, yes, being grateful, giving them that love too. Pam's asked me, why on your birthday? Because I'm born again. I feel born again. I feel alive. I feel powerful. I feel confident. I have so much respect and love that it's exciting. And I hope that everyone can gain strength from that too, to use their voice, their strength, their energy, their time, their effort, and to not lose faith, not lose hope, not lose, the love that they have, or to jump out of character.
Right.
Yeah.
So looking forward to the documentary.
Yeah.
It seems very interesting.
Yeah.
It's caught my attention.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm looking forward to, we're all looking forward to watching that documentary.
Yeah.
What's the name of the documentary?
I haven't came up with a title yet. There is a title that did catch my attention, but I heard it was from a book. It's a well-known book, Treasures of Darkness, or Treasure of Darkness, or, something along those lines that just blends with everything in life of, everything, mental, physical, emotional. Yeah.
Okay, we can't wait for that. What's your relationship like with your siblings?
Good. I have 2 brothers out here. I'm the only girl out of over 7 siblings. Yeah. So it's good. My brothers that we live close together. We do support each other. We joke around all the time. They're overprotective of me. They, are always like, checking up on me. I check up on them. One of my brothers has kids. My other brother doesn't. But our bond is so strong, and it's unbreakable, inseparable, because of what we lived and how we lived and grew up. We were at a time we were in this bubble of just being stuck. And it popped, and we have our paths, we have our life, but we always blend back together, making sure that we support each other no matter what. We're there no matter what. I do take place as a mom in their life. And they mean a lot to me. Because, I went through what we went through together. And
before I had my boys. So I always make sure that they're okay. You know, I'm that supportive, you know, role model and women in their life, you know, besides my nana. So, you know, with that being said, I do take I grew up so early and so fast, you know, being a mom before I had my boys. So, you know, it's sensitive too, but our bond is really strong. It will always be strong. Always make sure they're okay. I always support them and love them and accept them for who they are and what they are. Yeah, and I'm proud of them. I'm very, very proud of them. You know, they've seen a lot of what I went through, and I wish they never seen what I went through, even though we were going through that in our, you know, our home at the time. But that's also what strengthened me, going back to that question. You know, I was the one who took the punches, who took the blame, who took everything. And they didn't like it. They would see it, they felt bad, they couldn't do much. But I always made sure to show them, you know, I am a girl, I am a female, but I'm okay. And I'm, you know, making sure that they do not do that as well to women. And I love them so much. I'm so proud of them. So proud of them. You know, when we get the time to hang out or to bond, we just make sure it's there. We make sure it's happening, you know, to keep the family close together and connected, you know, for birthday parties, events, and everything like that.
It's very important to be strong for them.
Yes.
Very important.
Very.
There has to be a strong foundation somewhere.
Yes.
And you're that strong foundation.
Yes.
I see that.
For my whole family. For my whole family. I make sure everyone's okay. I have to. I want to. That's just something that is powerful to me. You know, making sure that we're all gonna get through things together, and to make sure that we're never inseparable.
What message would you like to give little girls, teen girls, women all together?
In the moment, you may feel afraid. In the moment, there's going to be a lot of emotions every single day, because everyday life is different. And use your voice. You know, stay confident. Stay confident. It's hard to answer because there's just so much to say. You know, it's like, what's the correct message? What's the correct message? How do you respond to that? You know, it's like one woman's going through something. It's hard because I like to communicate a lot and touch bases, and I'm very attention to detail. You know, you're not the caretaker of those who want to stay asleep. You know, so never let go of that confidence, that faith, your beauty, your strength, what you want in life. You know, there's going to be setbacks, but just keep going, keep smiling, keep laughing. You know, what you love, what you want, what you need, and to stay strong. Sometimes it's hard to gain that strength, but there's always something that will pick you back up. There's always something that will replace what you need in your life, or what you want in your life, and how you want your life. You know, you are you. It's within you. It starts with you. You know, one day or day one, you pick. You know, it sounds like a strong, you know, topic or response, but that's what I always say to everyone. One day or day one. Is this how you want your life? Is this what you know, or everyone laughs because, you know, they come to me and it's like, how do you feel? I always ask, how do you feel? What do you think about it? No, I want to hear what you, no, what do you feel? What do you want? Is that, you like it? I love it. But I am going to tell you, you know, what I feel and what I think respectfully, but at the end of the day, you know, it starts with you. I guess that's my message. You know, it starts with you, within you, and for you. You know what I'm saying? You make that step, there's another and another and another.
fall down, get back up. How do I get back up? I can't hold you forever, you know, then I'm gonna fall, you know, but if we're gonna fall together, it's gonna be for purpose, it's gonna be for benefit. So that's why I always tell women, you know, keep going. Well, I had to, good. Well, it didn't work out, good. Well, why are you saying good? Because tomorrow, next week, the next day, next month, you're gonna talk to me about something great that happened, better that happened. And I've experienced that. You know, oh my gosh, you're so right. No, you're right. I was just warning you. You know, you're right. You did that. I didn't do it. I said it, but you physically did it. So be proud of yourself, you know? And it gets sensitive because, you know, everybody hears the basic of, you'll be all right. You'll be all right, or leave, or who cares, or if I was you, I would have. No, it takes more support than that. There's people that care that don't care. But at the end of the day, it's empowering each other, you know, giving love. Yeah.
Well, Raylina, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
Wish you nothing but the best on your journey in life. Congratulations on your documentary.
Yes.
We wish you nothing but the best. And thank you for that message, because I think a lot of women and men need to hear that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are going through things in life, and a positive message is something that they need to hear.
Yes.
So again, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you. And wish you nothing but the best.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You got it.